Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today will be local nursery plant shopping at Plants and Planters in Richardson, Texas. It is a beautiful afternoon when I visited this iconic Dallas plant nursery that has existed for about 45 years, and I couldn't help myself but to come back and visit this wonderful nursery. If you haven't seen my previous local plant nursery videos of Plants and Planters, definitely check that out. And as always, plant foldies, please make sure you are pressing that thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And also give me a follow on my Instagram account at GrowFolds for daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. And today is going to be a very special episode because I am featuring a local plant nursery. You know, I do a lot of big box store plant shopping, and obviously that's the majority of the content that is on this YouTube channel. But my heart is always going to be for these small businesses, local businesses, especially when it comes to local plant nurseries, Plants and Planters. I have been shopping for several years. During the years of COVID, during the pandemic, I found myself finding some mental wellness, healing by just going to this nursery when we were on lockdown. It was still open, and I was able to just stroll around the wonderful indoor tropical greenhouse and really just take in the fresh air and the wonderful greenery we have here. But as you can see, it is a beautiful day, and we're gonna go ahead, walk in here and see what plants they have to offer. And as you can see right here, welcome to paradise. If you haven't already, please make sure you are following Plants and Planters Garden Center on Instagram. And also, please make sure after you press the thumbs up or like button for this video that we are pressing the hype button. It is a new feature on YouTube that really helps push the content out to more plant lovers like yourself. We are so close to 13,000 YouTube subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for always tuning in. But we're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna walk around and pan around and just give you the wonderful views of Plants and Planters Garden Center. To go back to Plants and Planters because I wanted to see the new Aglaonema. So you can see we've got a beautiful pink one. That one is an Aglaonema Pink Valentine for only $39.99. So I'm super tempted to purchase it. And one thing I would also like to highlight about Plants and Planters is that they do water fixture installation. So if you want fountains, if you want ponds, you can even get water plants for your pond. You can go to Plants and Planters. And then you can see right here, they've got a lot of amazing hanging baskets. So if you like trailing plants, this one is for $49.99. This one is a Philodendron Hederaceum Rio. So that used to be a very uncommon plant, and now it's a little bit more cost effective. And you can just see that Plants and Planters has all of these different types of water fixtures. Here is another Philodendron Hederaceum Rio. Really love the look of this plant. It is a very easy to care for plant. You need to go ahead and make sure that you are providing it bright indirect light in order for it to really push out the white variegation or the silver strikes. That is what you really need to make sure that you're putting for them as well. Already know plant foldies. If you are not a fan of Aglaonema, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Aglaonema again. This one is not a bad price at all for a beautiful pink Aglaonema. So this is an Aglaonema Valentine. I do find that this is a pretty good price for a large form Aglaonema already. The thing about Aglaonema is that they are beautiful plants. Low light tolerant, drought tolerant plants, very easy to care for in terms of just their care. It is best if you give them bright indirect light, but they can tolerate lower light conditions. You want to make sure that you are also watering the soil when it is just completely dry. Aglaonema, unless you are growing them outdoors where their soil dries out a little bit faster and there's good air circulation, don't really like to be in soggy soil. That is the fastest way to send them to plant heaven. And then you can see right here the green varieties like this Aglaonema Romeo. I may need to come back. I may need to come back and buy that Aglaonema Romeo. I am on a hunt for just getting big size Aglaonemas. So as far as Plants and Planters Garden Center, if you are looking for easy care plants, at the very beginning of their nursery, you can see that they have beautiful pothos plants or Epipremnum aureum. This one is for, I believe, $29.99. This is a Marble Queen pothos, or maybe actually it's a Snow Queen pothos, because it is the larger higher variegated plant. That is actually $39.99. Still not a bad price at all, considering it is already trailing. And so if you're looking for instant gratification when it comes to hanging basket plants, Plants and Planters is where you need to be. And I would dub Plants and Planters as having the best large size Monstera deliciosa. As you can see right over here, what a beautiful statement piece plant. And even their 6-inch Monstera deliciosas are beautiful because they are still semi-juvenile forms. They are starting to get those mature fenestrations, but you can even see right here, what a beautiful green statement piece plant. Now with Monstera deliciosas, you do need to have them have something to attach on for them to continue to grow. But this one is not a bad Monstera deliciosa at all. It's absolutely stunning. And then we also have the Calathea Jungle Velvet. So this one right here is a bit of a finicky plant, but I do love the velvety texture of the leaves. This particular Calathea is even more challenging than the average Calathea because it is going to need bright indirect light. It does need higher humidity levels, and you need to stay on top of the watering conditions. So if you're able to provide that type of environment, then you should be able to grow that plant. So we're just gonna go ahead and spin around here. You can see that I've just gotten a restock, a beautiful Aglaonema Valentine. And when you talk about a jungle paradise, this is definitely one because you have large trees as well to pick from. Aglaonema tigris. So this is another Aglaonema green variety plant. I love it. And you know, some people also overlook the green varieties of Aglaonema. Aglaonema in general are houseplants that not a lot of content creators are talking about, not a lot of plant collectors are really talking about, at least in the United States. Now, if you are to venture out and look at some of the plant collectors out in Southeast Asia, for instance, Indonesia, Thailand, and the Philippines, you can see that there is a huge following for Aglaonema. And I hope that you guys will also buy your Aglaonema from Plants and Planters. Post pictures on your social media profiles and use the hashtag, you already know, hashtag popularize Aglaonema. Now over here we have a Philodendron gloriosum, beautiful velvety textured philodendron. It is actually a pretty large size, and that's another thing I wanted to highlight about Plants and Planters is the fact that Plants and Planters actually has many sizes of plants. Some nurseries will only have smaller size plants, like maybe 3 to 5-inch planters, but they've also gone as large as 10-inch planters up to 14-inch planters and full-blown trees. I mean, look at that Ficus Audrey over there at the very top, and then they've got tons of Ficus elastica burgundy. Love that dark foliage plant. Any Ficus plant, as I mentioned in a lot of my videos, they do require tons of bright indirect light. I honestly grow my Ficus elastica or my rubber tree plants outdoors and actually full sun. Surprisingly, they're not burning. So I would say though, if you were to buy any type of Ficus plant from a nursery or a big box store, for instance, you do want to acclimate it. So first put it out in like a shaded area where it gets morning light, and then slowly bring it out to where it's getting full sun, and it will do very well for you. Epipremnum pinnatum albo, they even have these hanging baskets, and you can see that it is trailing. What I love about Epipremnum pinnatum is it is endemic to my family's home country, the Philippines. Mabuhay Mabuhay mga Filipinos. And for those that don't know, I am a proud Filipino American. And whenever I make YouTube content, I just reflect back on all of these plants, like these Monstera deliciosas, for instance, that are just growing indoors, how easy it is for these indoor tropical plants, hence the word indoor, for them to grow outdoors in a Southeast Asian country such as the Philippines, where it's hot, it's humid, it's rainy, and there's lots of light. I mean, that is really the ideal environment for a lot of these plants. But whenever you go to actually Plants and Planters, it is quite humid in their greenhouse. Now, when I visited this place early, that day and filmed it, it was actually a lot cooler in the North Dallas area. It was about 84 degrees. So it was a perfect day to go show some of these plants, film some of these plants, and really just walk around this local nursery. You can see here, we've got a green marantha. And another thing I would also say about Plants and Planters, and my good friend Shelly, who is the buyer, she has literally spent her entire adult life working at Plants and Planters. I mean, the fact that this nursery has been in existence for 45 years is amazing. And I have to really talk about the fact that the longevity of this nursery is unprecedented, especially when you are dealing plants, are actually selling plants in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where there are so many new plant nurseries and small shops to compete with. But I love the fact that even through time, over time, Plants and Planters has existed, is thriving, and I really hope, especially for the plant foldies that travel to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that you would put Plants and Planters as a top 3 nursery plant destination to visit. I hope that you guys will spend your money, buy all your plants. I'm going to be super transparent. Please support Plants and Planters Garden Center. Definitely share this video for those that really want to see a beautiful nursery. And if you have social media such as Instagram, definitely follow Plants and Planters Garden Center. They typically post on their stories when they get new shipments of plants. So I just wanted to put that out there as I just walk around and show y'all the plants. I mean, look at this Dieffenbachia Tropic Snow, beautiful plant, and it really does remind me of an Aglaonema. I really want to collect Dieffenbachia, but as I've stated in a lot of my big box store plant shopping videos, or even my YouTube content, Dieffenbachia have kind of an opposite spectrum in terms of the plant care. So, you know, Aglaonema can tolerate lower light conditions, can be a little bit more drought tolerant. Dieffenbachia cannot. They need bright indirect light and consistent watering. Otherwise, the plant becomes stressed. And when a plant is stressed, that's when it attracts plant pests such as spider mites. Now over here, we've got an Epiprenum aureum neon pothos. This is in a 4.5-inch planter, $12.99. And you know, some people might say $12.99 for this small of a plant might be somewhat pricey, but you also have to realize you're not going big box or plant shopping. And what I mean by that is, I believe that these plants are better taken care of because it is a nursery full of plant enthusiasts, plant lovers, and there's just a little bit more attention. So while you might pay just a little bit more for the plant pricing for some of these smaller plants, know that you are guaranteed a very healthy plant. Know that this plant has really received optimal conditions and care, and you're going to bring a healthy plant home, and that's really the goal whenever you go plant shopping. I know that some of us might be into like rehabbing plants and getting plants that are on clearance, but just know whenever you get a plant that is not doing well health-wise, there is a higher potential plant pest. And you know, when you talk about plant pest preventatives, when I was talking to Shelly a little while back, my friend who is the buyer at the Plants and Planters Garden Center, I mentioned, how do you guys prevent plant pests? And they have a very rigorous routine for this nursery, because when you think about it, a full-blown pest infestation can really devastate a nursery. So I always wonder how you know, nurseries such as Plants and Planters take care of their plants. But just know that every time I go shopping here, I don't see a single pest. You might have some yellow sticky fly traps for fungus gnats, but other than that, they really do take care of their plants. Now, I did want to take a little bit of time to just walk around and show you all of these different types of succulents and cactus. You can see this is the Euphorbia sticks of fire. I really like this for $29.99. You can see that it's got that bright neon color on on the foliage, and then we've got some string of pearls right over here, $12.99. This is super cute. This is just a green variety, but even the green variety is super cute. Now, some people might be into the variegated versions of these types of strings, but I still think they're beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't do very well growing any type of succulent, especially ones that require me to water them. The hanging ones, they just tend to get very bare at the very top. If I were to pick up a succulent that I would like, I do like the Calanchoe. This is for $12.99. Beautiful plant. And so plant foldies, let me know in the comment section what you think so far of some of the succulents and cactus. What do you think about their varieties of plants? I really want to encourage everybody to continue to showcase positivity and support, especially during this time when there is just a lot of negativity out there. Whenever you turn on the news, for instance, there are just tragedies. And I just think that our plant foldy community, and for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome, my name is Richie and I do daily 1-hour plant shopping videos. I just think our community can always band together and be a force for good in terms of uplifting people, supporting local businesses, supporting each other, being a lending ear for anybody that needs to just chat about maybe their struggles, whether it's personal struggles or even just with their plants. I do welcome that as long as we are respectful to others. And for me, the intention of this video and all of my local plant shopping videos is to really bring awareness, promotion to all of the wonderful local plant nurseries out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Plants and Planters hold a very special place in my heart because I have been buying plants here for several years. And so whenever you see me do local plant nursery features, they don't pay me, they don't sponsor me to promote these nurseries. These are really just an organic form of me showing appreciation for the plant nurseries such as Plants and Planters that have always been kind to me throughout the years and have provided a space where I can practice mental wellness, to where I could literally just point and shoot my camera, pick up a beautiful ruby necklace like this, breathe the fresh air and just be around foliage. So I'm gonna stop commenting for just a little bit and just walk around here silently. Please enjoy the relaxing music. Again, it is by my friend Jordan. So shout out to Jordan for creating the Grow Fold soundtrack. I know a lot of y'all have really enjoyed the relaxing lo-fi slash I would say classical music as well. One of my favorite succulents. This is an Aeonium. Look at how beautiful the variegation and coloration of this plant is. Now, I haven't had the best luck growing this, but I can always admire it from afar, or better yet, just go to Plants and Planters and you can see this. But they have an assortment of different types of succulents and cactus, ranging from common ones to rare and uncommon ones as well. So there's plenty for everybody. And as far as the pricing, $4.99 for some of them, and then they also range depending on the rarity of the succulent or cactus. But you can even see right here, this is an assorted succulents cactus mini garden. I love that. That is only for $14.99. So in terms of cost effectiveness, the prices of Plants and Planters are within the range of a local nursery. So I feel like even if you are paying a little bit more than say big box store plants, you are definitely getting premium quality plants. I mean, you can even see just all of the succulents and cactus that they have available here. Now, plant foldies, I do want to say, if you have any commentary or insights about some of the plants that you are seeing at Plants and Planters right now, please make sure you take a minute to just leave some comments in the comment section. I would love for the Plants and Planters staff to really see that we as a plant folding community fully support local and small businesses. And for the local plant foldies, the folks that live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I mean, I don't know if anybody hasn't made it to this iconic nursery, but if you haven't for some reason, definitely take the time, go on a journey and enjoy this beautiful nursery. I mean, look at this rat tail cactus. Look at how interesting the texture of that is as well. That is amazing. Of these gorgeous towers of cactus just really inspire me to possibly delve into growing some succulents and cactus. And that's the thing about plants. I truly believe as we get more exposed to different types of plants, that our lens broadens and we're able to see even more diversity. Plants that maybe not all of us have been open to growing, but I mean, look at this variegated prickly pear cactus. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually hardy to grow into the landscape. I do have a prickly pear cactus that has been able to grow outdoors. It started out as a single lobe and has continued to grow for the last year. And, you know, as far as the variegated prickly pear cactus, what do y'all think of that? That one is for $69.99 in a 10-inch planter. It's a beautiful plant. It's one that I definitely would love to add into my plant collection. But as winter is about to come, fall is about to start, there are a lot of plants that I have to kind of step back and maybe just downsize my plant collection. I have to start thinking about whether I'm going to be able to grow all of these plants successfully indoors over the winter, because the majority of my plants are actually growing outdoors. But as you can see right here, plant foldies, look at this jungle paradise. And I really am super excited every time I go to Plants and Planters to showcase their beautiful plants. I mean, look at this mermaid cactus right here. This is definitely one cactus I will eventually acquire. This one is for $49.99. It is so beautiful and it can get massive as well. You can see that it is grafted onto another type of cactus stalk. Either way, I just love that ghostly pale look of the mermaid fishtail cactus. That is beautiful. And then you can see right over here, we've got some spring cactus. So these ones are spring cactus. It doesn't look like they are going to be blooming until the springtime. So they've got different types of these type of cactus. They've got a Thanksgiving cactus. They also have a spring cactus, a Christmas cactus, where they have those cycles when they bloom. Now, Jacob's Ladder is a quite interesting devil's type backbone plant. This one is for $19.99, and look at that variegation. It is stunning, and I just believe that if you do give it a lot more bright indirect light, it's going to sun stress and give you some more of that pink coloration. And then look at these spiral cactus. That is another interesting cactus that we have here, and look at it is grown in the United States, and a lot of our plants are really sourced out from many parts of the world, but this is super exciting to see that we do grow these types of cactus in the United States. I always say support local, support your country, support American businesses as well. And so for me, if you haven't made it to this big box store alternative, this is local nursery plant shopping at Plants and Planters in Richardson, Texas. Definitely go here. Definitely buy yourself a variegated string of hearts. This one is for $22.98. You can see that this variegated string of hearts so has high variegation. And then I am just really tempted to go buy a mermaid cactus. Now it is out of my price range right now because I have just basically decided, at least till the end of the year, that if I'm going to acquire plants, which I already know I will be doing, I'm going to just keep buying Aglaonema. So if anybody wants to fund my plant, I would say my plant budget, definitely consider dropping or giving what they call a super sticker or super thanks, which is a monetary tip that you can provide to any YouTube content creator. It definitely helps with just my gas money, all of my travel expenses to go all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and just my equipment to create this YouTube content. I did want to shout out every single plant foldie that has given me a super sticker. Those are highly appreciated, and it really does help with the sustainability of this YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and plug the YouTube membership tier as well, only for the price of coffee. And I know some of you guys will make fun of me or roast me for always saying it. It's literally $2.99. You can support a content creator like myself that pours hours and hours of work to create this daily content. Please consider joining my YouTube membership tier, which is called the Super Plant Foldies. You will have access to early access videos, member only videos, special emojis that you can place in the live chat and comment section. When I start selling merch, you will also get a Super Plant Foldie discount, and also be able to schedule an Instagram call with me if you are a Super Plant Foldie, where I could do a face reveal if you like. But lots of perks, but at the end of the day, it is all about just getting the sustainability of this channel. It definitely helps with some of that passive income that I yearn for by creating this content. But obviously, if you're not able to join the YouTube membership tier, I still have this daily 1 hour plant shopping videos. But if you do want to join, press the join button if you're watching the video on the computer, or check in the comment section. I always have the link pinned directly to join the YouTube channel. So let me go ahead and get off of that little commercial, because I know some people have roasted me in the past about being too commercial, but hey, I always believe in being your most authentic self, and if that's how I'm going to be, then I might as well be that way with the plant foldie community. But anyways, as you can see right here, I am really super tempted to go buy an Aglaonema Spring Snow. This is only for $16.99 in a 5-inch planter, which I do think for Aglaonema such as this right here, look at how stunning that is. $16.99. So if you are an Aglaonema lover and you want one of these, definitely consider going to Plants and Planters and purchase this. Now, I wish Plants and Planters would actually be able to ship out plants. Unfortunately, they do not ship out plants, but I might consider shipping out some of these Aglaonemas if you guys are interested in purchasing them and getting them shipped out to wherever you are in the United States. Definitely leave that in the comment section if you might be interested. I may do that because I want to drive sales for Plants and Planters. I definitely want to capture as many sales for them because I truly believe in their nursery. I love the fact that Shelly always keeps me posted with the Aglaonemas that we all look for. I mean, this one right here is an Aglaonema Valentine. I mean, look at that pink coloration. I can have multiples of this. Literally, I could just buy the entire table of Aglaonema and I would still be happy. And I have to ask Plant Foldies, is it really silly of me for being so gung-ho about Aglaonema? So here's a little story time. So I actually attended the Dallas Fort Worth collective plant swap the other day at North Haven Gardens, and I was just getting so excited about the one Aglaonema I ended up finding, and everybody else didn't really have Aglaonema for sale. I did tell the vendors and the plant vendors that a lot of the United States just may not see the beautiful varieties of Aglaonemas. I do think it is an old generation type plant. It's always been the it plant. It's just as of late, not a lot of people have really collected Aglaonemas, even though they are stunning. Again, they're colorful, they're easy to care for. I will continue to talk about them. Some people will say, Richie, you gotta stop or slow it down in terms of shoving Aglaonema in people's faces. But if you are that passionate about a certain plant, I think that passion should translate to somebody just being really happy and excited about it. So as you can see right over here, plant foldies, beautiful Aglaonema table. I'm hoping that plants and planters will have more readily available in the next couple weeks. And for those that are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, please, 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 please drop by, spend all your money at Plants and Planters. Let them know you are a plant foldie. Please tell the owner and Shelly, Richie says hi. And let's go ahead and continue to walk around here. As you can see right here, we've got a beautiful philodendron ring of fire. This one is already in a large container. So that's what I'm talking about. If you want instant gratification where you don't necessarily want to grow out a plant, like you want this plant as a statement piece plant or some type of interior decorating, you can go to Plants and Planters and fill up your space. If you want a massive Monstera deliciosa, for instance, like this, I have to dub Plants and Planters as having the best Monstera deliciosas. You must go here. We're going to continue to walk around here. I will show you different varieties of different types of ficus and as well as bird of paradise. I wish I could grow a bird of paradise indoors. They don't do well because they need a lot of light. I actually bought a bird of paradise from Walmart for $5. It was the Island Bloom series by Costa Farms, and I put it in a 8-inch planter, grew it outdoors in my south-facing side of my my garden, and it has blown up. So they do like lots of light. And then you can see right here, philodendron Prince of Orange, beautiful plant. And that's another thing that Plants and Planters Garden Center has, and they actually have quite a bit of large philodendron. I mean, look at how stunning the color is. Look at that price, not a bad price at all. And I mean, the fact that it's got that bright orange is absolutely stunning. And then you can see right here, Dracaena Janet Craig compacta, and more plants to look at. And plant foldies, doesn't it feel like you are just walking through a jungle paradise? I love, love, love Plants and Planters, and I hope you are enjoying today's video as we continue to walk around here and look at all of the gorgeous plants. Again, Plants and Planters is a plant nursery in Richardson, Texas. It is one of Dallas's iconic plant nurseries that has been in business for 45 years, and I really love the fact that this nursery has had a longevity and also just continues to bring so many plants to so many people. And as the plant market continues to evolve and change, I love the fact that Plants and Planters has definitely endured the test of time because they're still in business. They're still getting people to buy plants. And while they don't necessarily follow the current trends of people live selling on Palm Street or shipping out plants, they still have a very loyal base of plant lovers that will shop in store. And sometimes I really do believe that the in-store process of going to an actual plant nursery, being able to pick up plants, being able to look at the plants, being able to converse and talk to the staff that are super passionate about growing these plants, I think that is an experience that even modern technology shouldn't be able to take away. I do think that oftentimes we are inundated with a lot of social media, we are inundated with a lot of content, but we're not necessarily feeling the same type of joy or emotions by being present and being able to see these plants, for instance, in person, live, and being able to just enjoy that ambiance. I don't know, plant foldies, I know I'm being a little bit chatty today, but I just wanted to give get your opinion on that. I know that some people do not have the option of being able to go to a plant nursery such as Plants and Planters, so they have to possibly buy plants online. But with the rise of, say, AI technology, there is the question of whether human interactions, human feelings, or just being able to experience going to a plant nursery like Plants and Planters and just being able to see these plants in person. Is that something that modern technology can take away? Or do we as plant lovers, as local patrons, do we just continue to support local and small businesses like Plants and Planters, where clearly you can see that there is passion, there is love for these plants, and just being able to go here old school, show up and just pick up plants rather than to just have it conveniently shipped to your doorstep with no human interaction. So I don't know, plant foldies, let me know in the comment section. I often try to garner a lot of commentary from our plant foldie community because I really do like to learn the type of viewer that watches my YouTube channel, number one, and then number two, I just really want to get to know everybody because as I have made content for more than a year and a half, almost 2 years now, I feel like you guys have gotten to know me a little bit better, even if I have done faceless YouTube where I don't necessarily put my face in front of the camera, but clearly you can probably feel and know that, you can learn about me through my conversations and my personality. But anyways, let me get off of my little small soapbox there, but I do really want to see what you guys think. So please take the time to leave that in the comments as I pick up this beautiful variegated Aralia, which I am debating on whether I should buy because I want to start creating bonsai trees. I've been talking about that for a while, and for those that don't know, I recently became an official affiliate for the Bonsai Supply. So definitely check that out, thebonsaisupply.com. Use my promo code GROWFOLDS for 10% off your entire purchase. But let's go ahead and continue to walk around this beautiful urban jungle paradise. It is definitely a paradise that everybody, plant foldies all over the country, if you are visiting the Dallas area, come by and check this out. Let's go ahead and keep looking at these gorgeous plants that they have available. foldies, I hope you enjoyed looking at those gorgeous Aglaonema spring snow and all of the offerings that they have at Plants and Planters, as well as the music that was playing. That is called Twilight, and it was created by my good friend Jordan. I really do love the merge of lo-fi modern beats alongside with classical violin. Violin is one of my favorite instruments to listen to, so feel free to leave in the comment section what you think about the music and obviously the beautiful plants that we have at Plants and Planters. I always get excited whenever I do the voiceover and just do the commentary for the videos that I film, especially when it is a local nursery like Plants and Planters. Again, you can see right here, they do have very large foliage plants. So if you're looking for like an indoor tropical tree, you know, trailing beautiful hanging baskets of plants, Plants and Planters has you covered. I mean, I am looking at this variegated umbrella tree, also known as a variegated Schefflera tree. I love it. I wish I had tall ceilings to be able to grow this, and maybe someday when I have saved enough money and retired, maybe I become like a big YouTube content creator like Mr. Beast, where you just make content and you're like a millionaire. That would be amazing. But you know, jokes aside, I really do like the interior design aspect of plants, and that is something I will eventually kind of transition and pivot to as I create more plant content. The thing about it is, plant foldies, and you will notice this, right? YouTube actually tries to keep you in a specific niche, and I totally get it, but I would like to have a little bit more freedom. And I mentioned this in some of my other videos where one of my favorite content creators, his name is Benji Plants. I'm pretty sure more than 80% of our viewers have seen Benji Plants. He started off doing like plant care and eventually focused on like interior plant design to where it becomes more of like a lifestyle blog. I really want to do that, but for now, I'm just going to continue to, you know, focus on just doing these walkthrough type nursery videos or big box store videos. I mean, you can see right here, Snow Queen Pothos. I mean, should I buy this? Somebody let me know in the comment section below, because this one is absolutely stunning as well. And you know, as far as Plants and Planters, so if you actually join their loyalty program where you give them your cell phone number and you get so many points, you get certain coupons. I know for a fact that this past weekend they did give me a 20% off all houseplants valid for this weekend. So who knows, I may come back before my weekend ends to purchase some of their plants. Let me know what plant I may possibly buy. Should I buy that Aglaonema Spring Snow, the large form for $39.99, or the smaller variety in the 5-inch planter? Or should I buy and enjoy Pothos for $29.99? Let me know in the comment section for sure. love the offerings that Plants and Planters has in terms of their 4.5-inch planters. You can see this whole table is what I call the easy care table. So we've got different types of varieties of pothos plants, philodendron heteroecium, syndapsis. I mean, you can see right here, philodendron heteroecium Rio. And if you notice, look at this philodendron heteroecium Rio. The new leaves that are emerging have a more neon colored look to it. So I don't know if that is like potentially a new variety. I do love how it actually hardens off and and becomes like a deep green tone. Philodendron hederaceum Brazil is another type of easy care plant. And then we got a Syndapsis silver Ann or silver satin, sorry. That is a beautiful Syndapsis, and I'm really considering getting some Syndapsis because I do love the metallic shine it has. Now, all of these plants are for $12.99. So I am thinking about going and doing a plant haul at Plants and Planters. Let me know in the comment section what you think plant foldies, whether I should go here and spend my my hard-earned money to support this local business. And then you can see right here, Philodendron micans. Love this one. I've had one for a while. And the thing about Philodendron micans, this one is for $14.99. You want to make sure you are consistently watering this plant. You want to top water it to actually get the leaves wet because it does make it like shiny. And then in terms of lighting conditions, you definitely need to make sure you are providing the Philodendron micans lots of bright indirect light. Otherwise, it will give you a leggy look about it. Then this is a Ficus elastica ruby, and I have to say, in terms of the pinkish maroon tone that this leaf has, I would say that the Plants and Planters Ficus elastica ruby absolutely looks stunning. I mean, look at that right there. You can really see that it's got a ruby reddish tone about it, and one that I would definitely want to add to my plant collection as well. These are easy to care for plants. These are plants that are super easy if you are to grow them outdoors in a high light condition. I just grow them outdoors in full sun and they perform very well for me. The thing about it is, if you're going to grow Ficus elastica in full sun, you need to make sure you're consistently watering them. But let's go ahead again, plant foldies, continue to stroll around, relax and enjoy the music and just look at the plants as if you are actually walking around Plants and Planters. And for those that have made it this far into the video and you haven't already, may I please ask, and if you are listening, to make sure you are pressing that thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as pressing the hype button. There is a new button, I believe. Once you press the like button, there is an option as far as the hype button that will populate if you are watching these videos on the YouTube app on your phone. That definitely helps out as well. But anyways, let's continue to look at these plants. You can see we've got some begonias right on this actual table. This one is a begonia listata, beautiful one right there. I really love the dark foliage leaves. And there was another content creator by the name of Sharina Talata. I recently watched her videos. She's also another Filipina American plant content creator on YouTube, one of the first ones I used to watch during pandemic days. And she mentioned how she loves to possibly make a whole plant room of just dark foliage plants. I do agree there is a certain elegance about them. Same thing with the pearls and jade pothos. There is a certain elegance about them. The variegation is stable. You can see that the plant price is not a bad price at all. And these sizes of plants, so if you don't have a large space to grow plants, these are definitely a space saver. This is one that you can put on your desktop. You can see that it's starting to trail, and I have been doing a lot of cuttings from my pothos plants and just rooting them in water just for the heck of it. I just feel like that is one way you can save money. That is one way you can bring joy for others by propagating plants and sharing them. And I did want to shout out my friend Chris, who was actually at the DFW Plant Collective plant swap. He ended up giving me some cuttings of a variegated begonia. So shout out to Chris. You know who you are. He is Fernosaur on Instagram, so follow him. Thank you for always sharing your joy of plants with others, and to get some free cuttings is absolutely amazing. And what else is absolutely amazing is that they actually had the begonia iron cross. So if you go big box or plant shopping, say at like Home Depot, you will find a Proven Winners Leaf Joy offering of the begonia iron cross. But this one right here, I mean, look at that. Such a beautiful plant. And this begonia, as it matures, you can really see the cross of the leaf of the begonia, and look at just the texture. What an interesting begonia. Unfortunately, as interesting as this begonia is, it is one that I'm not going to add in my plant collection because it is a Rex begonia, and Rex begonias are a little bit more challenging for me to grow. But needless to say, I could still admire it from afar by just going to Plants and Planters and doing some shopping here. this is a perfect example of a trailing hanging basket of Marble Queen Pothos, $29.99. But look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I love the way it is displayed. It's not necessarily hanging, it is just trailing. And for $29.99, that is definitely worth the price you pay, because even if you go big box store plant shopping, for instance, you're not going to find trailing hanging baskets like that. And you know, Plants and Planters is really known for having trailing hanging baskets, and you can see just them just pretty much overflowing and just trailing, very elegant looking plants. And as far as all of the plants that they have to offer, again, I'm just going to continue to walk around here. The current track that is playing is called Catriona. That is named after my barred rock, actually not my barred rock hen, sorry, my Rhode Island red hen, Catriona. She is named after Miss Universe 2018 Catriona Gray from the Philippines. I mean, I'm Filipino, and you know, Filipinos, we love beauty pageants. Miss Universe is like the Super Bowl for us. So I named my my backyard chicken Catriona after Miss Universe, and she is just looking so stunning. foldies, what do you think of the plants that you are looking at so far? I mean, we've seen lots of large plants. We saw a bunch of easy care plants. We're looking at a table full of philodendron urubescens. This one is a philodendron pink princess marble galaxy. You'll notice that there are different types of philodendron pink princess. This one is the highly variegated ones. And I believe these ones are for what, $29.99. Beautiful 5-inch planters. And you can see actually it's $26.99. Not a bad price at all. Beautiful philodendron. Love the variegation. Now with this particular plant, you can see that there are different ones. This one has more of like a dark burgundy color. This one has green. So it might actually be a philodendron red Anderson. There's very different types of philodendron. This one right here is a philodendron white princess. Beautiful one right here. And you can tell it's a white princess because on the stems and petioles, there is a faint pink margin or border around it. So nice looking plants. And we're going to spin around here and continue to look at some of the other plants. So you can see right here, we've got a Ficus elastica taniki. Love the taniki right here. And you can see that it is a variegated plant. It really does look like watercolors. It looks like a work of art. And we have more plants right here ranging from hanging baskets and more philodendron. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the Hoyas right over here. But before we do that, we're going to look at this philodendron ring of fire. And the philodendron ring of fire, again, is a philodendron that a lot of the variegation is really impacted by the amount of light you give it. Definitely give it lots of bright indirect light. Otherwise, it will revert more to a greener color. And then we're just going to take a look at all. Looking at the Hoya Lisa the last time I visited Plants and Planters for $16.99. I am definitely going to buy a Hoya Lisa today just because I really like the coloration, that green on green variegation with the cream, and then also how it's sun stressed and gives you that reddish pinkish tone about it. So I'm going to decide which one I'm going to buy today, but for sure I am going to pick up one of the Hoya Lisas. I'm going to have my friend Shelly, the buyer at Plants and Planters, help me make a decision on what Hoya Lisa I'm going to buy. I'm not a Hoya head, but I do appreciate certain ones, and this is one I definitely want to buy. Like, I'm deciding on whether I should get this one that has the vining already, or if I should get one that has a little bit more fullness to it. So let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, which one I should get. But for sure, I will be going plant shopping and buying this today, one of the Hoya Lisas, for only $16.99. I think it's a really good value for Hoyas. I mean, I think I may end up getting this one though, because I mean, look at this. It's super full. It's got a lot of variegation already. So I definitely want to get your insight. So plant foldies, please leave a comment in the comment section for sure, and let me know which Hoya you would end up buying of the Hoya Lisas I picked up. I will also highlight the fact that Plants and Planters has some amazing Hoyas. So you've got the smaller Hoya varieties for only $16.99. I mean, you can see this one right here is another specimen I would consider getting. So just let me know, and we're going to continue to look at some Hoyas, and I'm going to round out this video soon, but hopefully you are excited to go local nursery plant shopping, support small businesses, local nurseries if you're able to, and again, make a trip out to Plants and Planters. They have so many varieties of different types of plants. So if you are a Hoya head or somebody that loves Hoyas, get yourself a Hoya Quintiana, which is basically a variegated Hoya Wyetii. Beautiful plant for only $16.99. This beautiful philodendron giganteum, I just love that it's got a nice light green foliage. It's a really large statement piece plant, and even if it's just a green philodendron, it's still one that I believe belongs in somebody's plant collection because it's got such nice green foliage. And that's the thing that we forget sometimes. We get so fixated on the variegation of a plant, but sometimes the purest form of a plant just being nice and lush and green is just as exciting. You can see right here we've got a ficus altissima. This one right here has better green or yellowish variegation if you give it more light. And then you can see right here we've got a massive ficus ali, and I really love how the leaves almost look like bamboo. This one is another one that has a lot of aerial roots for $129.99. Not a bad price at all, considering that this is already a full-blown indoor tropical tree. And then we have a bunch of ficus elastica burgundy right here. So if you are looking to transform an interior space, especially if you are into home decor, interior design, adding plants from Plants and Planters, because they have a lot of these large foliage ones. This one is a philodendron psalum or a tomathophyllum, for instance. Beautiful plant. I love the serration on the leaves, and we just have so many large indoor tropical trees to choose from here. I do want to know your insights, and if you are enjoying today's video, hopefully it's been a relaxing one thus far. Foldies, what do you think about these gorgeous Aglaonema Valentines? These are for $39.99 in 8-inch planters. Look at how full, look at how lush they are. Just look at how stunning they are. And I just hope that any plant foldies that live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if we can go ahead, go over to Plants and Planters, buy up all of these gorgeous Aglaonema. Again, I would love for anybody to join the campaign to hashtag popularize Aglaonema. These plants deserve a seat in the table. I think that they need to be front and center, if you ask my honest opinion, because look at that. Look at that coloration. And, you know, as far as it being super full and lush, for the price that they're asking for, $39.99, that is not a bad price at all, considering it does does take quite a bit of time to grow an Aglaonema pink valentine. But plant foldies, what do you think about plants and planters? Will you visit plants and planters? Let me know in the comment section what plants were your favorites, as I am going to go ahead and round out this video and actually just give you one more last look at some of the plants here. Again, Plants and Planters is one of Dallas's iconic plant nurseries. It is a must-visit destination, even if you are not into buying plants, but even just going into a place that features so many gorgeous indoor tropical plants. Again, I wanted to say thank you to the Plants and Planters staff for always being kind to me throughout the years. I hope that my local plant nursery shopping videos featuring this nursery will increase foot traffic and get more people to really be excited about growing plants, because I truly believe that plants make people happy. The Dallas-Fort Worth plant community is a very strong one. And so for today's video, please make sure, if you made it this far into the video, number one, I appreciate you watching all the way through. And then also make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, and also pressing the hype button. So let's get everybody hyped up to come visit Plants and Planters. Stay till the very end and you'll see which plant I ended up buying today. And you can see right over here, I ended up buying this gorgeous Hoya Lisa for only $16.99. Please consider joining my YouTube membership tier. My name is Richie at Growfolds. I'll see you on the next video tomorrow, and press the videos that are popping up on the screen if you want to continue to watch more of my plant shopping content. I would really appreciate that support, and I'll see you soon. Bye.